Well, hi guys, it's me, Debbie, again for another edition of Ask Debbie on November the 6th. And I had to come back on the air and read two more of these that I just received that are just going to really blow you away here. Dear Debbie, my boyfriend said that he's not happy and he doesn't have time for me. 2 nights ago, I went over to my boyfriend's house. He was upset because his dishwasher broke. So he spent all night angry about the dishwasher and going off about how crappy his life is and how much debt he's in, blah, 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 blah. He complained about his roommate situation and how they never clean, blah, 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 blah. I don't know what to do when he gets like that. It makes me really uncomfortable. Everything I say is wrong. If I say, how can I help? He'll say something like, can you fix a dishwasher? No, then you can't help. He went to sleep. He was in the same crappy mood yesterday. Then, last night he tells me, I'm unhappy, and I have no time for anything anymore. I'm not being true to myself, but at the same time, I'd even be more unhappy without you. He didn't come over until really late yesterday and didn't text. So he caught me crying, and he told me that he never thought of breaking up with me, that he loved me. But it was irresponsible of him to date in the first place because he doesn't plan on leaving me. He said this like he'd consider breaking up with me. I'm pulling away because I feel like he's just going to break up with me anyway, so I'm trying not to get as hurt as I would otherwise. Is he pulling away only to break up with me? My honest opinion, no. I've thought about this, and first of all, you know who you are. Guys do not like help, period. Have you ever heard of if you never offer a map to a guy that's driving? Well, it's that way in everything. I come from the men are from Mars and women are from Venus, which I think should be required reading of every senior. Because this guy spent 20-something years in this country studying men and women and then compiled this book. And we think totally different. And one big issue is men do not want us to offer to help them. In fact, if you offer to help them, that is just like a declaration of war. So when you said, can I fix it? When you said, can I help? Here's what you need to do. Leave him alone. I do think that he cares a lot about you because of the fact he said, but at the same time, I would be more unhappy without you. Why don't you let him alone for a couple of days? Let him go into what they call their cave. Leave him alone. I'm not saying that you don't leave him alone, but my advice to you would be to leave him alone. I wouldn't, quote unquote, pull away. I don't think he's going to break up with you. I could be wrong, but I don't think he is. And I would leave it at that. Just pull away for a couple of days and see what happens. You have to realize that in our culture, we live in a culture where the men are the aggressors. They are the pursuers. They are the hunter. We are the hunted. And that's just the way it is. I didn't make the rules. And women that throw themselves at men, call all the time, bother. And I'm not saying you're doing this. Just put the reins in his hands for a while. Don't worry about it. I don't think it has anything to do with you. And I think it has everything to do with what I said. That I think he's going through some problems right now. And I think that if you leave him alone, and I'm going to ask you something I've never really done before. If you don't mind writing back again and let me know what happens in a couple of days, the same address that you used, Debbie@debbiedaily.com. Let's move on to our second question. Dear Debbie, what do I wear to a daytime wedding on Sunday that starts at 1:30? Can I wear a black lace dress? No. It is considered inappropriate to wear black to a wedding unless you are in the wedding party and black is one of the colors of the wedding. You wear black to funerals. You don't wear black to weddings. I would suggest you go and get a nice cream colored or something in a burgundy, maybe something in a hunter green, maybe a nice suit. I love suits at weddings. I mean, with a skirt and a jacket. And do that. No. Please don't wear black. And for goodness sake, do not wear lace. The two rules of weddings is you don't wear white and you don't wear black. And other than that, if it's a daytime wedding, be sure it's a short. It's not full length. It's not, a high-low or anything like that. Make sure it's right above your knee. Don't wear anything too short. Don't wear clumpy, loud, high heels. Just sit back and let it be her day. Don't ever try to outshine the bride, okay? Not a lot of jewelry. Just really tone down. And for goodness sake, no. Your answer is no, you do not wear black. This is Debbie for another Ask Debbie. Taking your letters at Ask Debbie. And it's Debbie@debbiedaily.com. And in the reference column, they're putting Ask Debbie. Some are putting questions. Some are putting this. Some are putting that. But just, I'll know what it is. Debbie@debbiedaily.com.